Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackHere.com. Today we're going to do a ride review on the Shoei X14 full face helmet. Okay, for the 2020 season, we made a change in the helmet that my son Max Van's wearing, right? He was previously riding in Arai helmets. This year we decided to put him in Shoei. That's a whole nother story that we'll get into at another time. When we did that, I said to myself, you know what? I want to get myself another X14 and ride in the helmet as well. I've had one since they were introduced. When I first got it, it was one of the very first ones in the country. I remember I took it with me to ride on Yas Marina. Google that. It was a cool track. I got to do a Bridgestone tire test. It was pretty badass. And it was a solid matte black. I'm a helmet lover. I love graphic helmets. Helmets are a real emotional purchase, right? And yeah, I've ridden in that X14 plenty of times over the years, right? But emotionally, it did not speak to me. So this time, you know what I got myself? I got myself this kick-ass Marc Marquez replica graphic. This thing is gorgeous. I feel faster wearing this graphic, okay? So this is the one I grabbed. I also scored myself one of those transitions photochromic shields that reacts to the sunlight, so I had the opportunity to use that as well. Let's first talk about the helmet. It is an intermediate oval head shape. I measure 58 centimeters on the money with an intermediate oval shape. This is a size medium. Per their size chart, that's where I should be. I get literally a perfect fit from this. Love the way the helmet fits and feels right out of the gate. So out of the box, no modifications, excellent fit to the helmet. If you are a glasses wearer, let's address that real quick too. If you are a glasses wearer, this helmet does work with glasses. I've got two different pair here. This is the pair that I have to wear now when I'm working on bikes because I need them when I read. The arms are straight, okay? This is a pair of sunglasses that I use to test all the helmets here to see how compatible they are with glasses. The helmet has like a little channel in there they ride in. At the end of the day, it has reasonably good glasses compatibility. To be fair, some of the other brands are a little bit better in that they allow you to put the glasses where you want them to ride. This one kind of dictates they have to go into a channel. So I would say the glasses compatibility, it works, okay? Are there others that are a little bit better? Yes, there are. Ventilation of this helmet. That is going to be a strong suit for this helmet. The ventilation, I would say, is right where I would expect it to be for a helmet of this level, okay? Are there a couple others that maybe move a little bit more air? Yes, there are, but there's a caveat with that on this one too. Quietness. I forgot how quiet this helmet was, right? Because like I said, the matte black one, I didn't pull it out of the bag that often and use it that often. You know, I had some of the other lids that had these kick-ass graphics. Just liked it. They look cooler in the pictures. Super quiet. The place where this helmet just wins is going to be aerodynamics. If you guys have watched the latest video we did, right, I'm thinking about starting my own riding school, right, straightaway blasting corner camping on a GSXR 1000. You know my bike is super fast. It is a Gixxer. It's probably the fastest motorcycle in the entire world. So say, for example, our home track at Grattan on the straightaway, I'm getting to 160 miles an hour-ish at the end of the straight. That's pretty damn fast. The aerodynamics of this helmet are absolutely flawless. Amazing. It buffets less and reacts less to the wind than all of the other helmets that I ride in. The only one that I would say that's on par, right, that performs at this uber high level in the wind, it is going to be the Shark Race R Pro. That one is also does really, really well, right, with the aerodynamics. But that is where this thing stands out. Shoei has their own wind tunnel. You're right, if you've done enough helmet research, you've seen that stuff. They really work to engineer in that high-end performance when you are at speed on the racetrack. The X14 is absolutely a racing helmet. You can clearly see that when you see Marc Marquez in MotoGP whipping everybody's ass. Straight away, they're going over 200 miles an hour, and you'll note that the helmet that he's wearing It's not modified. There's not additional stuff on it. He's wearing one that has the same aerodynamics that we have here. On that note, they do offer adjustable little winglets that you can install here for the different speeds. Maybe if you're, going 200 miles an hour. I am not going 200 miles an hour, so we left that stock, and it was totally flawless. Love the performance of the helmet. Love the fit. The field of vision, also important to note. And our home track, Grattan Raceway, is a fantastic place to test field of vision. We've got this off camber, downhill, and then back uphill left-hand corner. And if you have a helmet that's choking you off up here in the brow, that just screams immediately. You get into turn 3 at Grattan, and if you've ridden there and you're hearing this right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If your helmet rides low in the brow area, or it's real thick in the brow area, you're going to look up to exit corner 3, and right away, all you're going to see is a face full of helmet. Great field of vision. Moving on to the shield now. These transition type, these sunlight reactive shields are really cool. This worked great. We were riding on a July day, right? It was July 4th weekend is the last time I used it. I also used this with Sportbike track time at Barber Motorsports Park at the end of May, okay? So I've had it in some varying sunlight conditions. Real hot, real sunny the 2 days Max and I were riding. This does not get as dark as a dark tint. I would say this is going to be somewhere between, a light smoke and a dark smoke, but what I noticed is that it was literally just enough, right? I wasn't out there squinting. We were riding in some blazing sun, so I found it was really effective. I took it and used it on the racetrack, okay? This would be more of a street shield, I think, and for a street rider, it's a great option because it gives you that ability to go from clear to tinted depending on the level of sunlight that you're experiencing in that moment. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. I'm not street riding at this time, so the only place that I could really give that thing a shot was going to be on the racetrack. All in all, a fantastic package. If you're a track rider or even a street rider that wants the best of the best, I give the Shoei X14 my absolute highest recommendation.